Thank you for joining my life. So, we are here to talk about Jesus and money. Jesus and money. What do you know about money? People don't believe that Jesus gives money. Yes. A lot of people doesn't believe that Jesus gives money. Yes, Jesus really gives money. It's something that you're supposed to understand. One thing that is supposed to know is that Jesus gives money. Yes. I believe in that name, Jesus. That name, Jesus. I believe in it. Because one thing is that the mention, the Bible says, by the mention of the name Jesus, every knee should bow and tongue should confess that Jesus is Lord. So me particularly, one thing that I know and understand is that Jesus gives money. If money is a spirit, if money is governed by spirit, it's money something that spirit can give. That means that spirit is subjected to Jesus. That spirit is or always bow. That spirit is under the authority, the authoritative of Jesus Christ. So that means if the devil has the capacity to give you money, it means Jesus has the ability, let me say, over ability. Jesus have more than ability to give you. Yes. So I always told people that for me to seek money, for me to do blood money, for me to do rituals, to get money, and after getting the money, I also have to come back to the field and work hard so that I can maintain the money. So what is the purpose of going to get that money, going to seek that powers, that black magic money, once that I can work for it? Or I have to go and get money from the devil. I have to go and sleep in coven to make money. And after making the money, I have to come back, open a company, opening a project, and then invest in it. Why shouldn't I wait for the Lord to bless me? That would be better. That one would be better. I would rather wait for Jesus to bless me than to go to the devil and then seek for money and come back and use that money to hustle so that the money will stay and not go. It's the same process. The same process. So if you believe that Jesus can give you money, just say something that Jesus, I need help. Just help me. I need help. One thing that I believe is that we are looking for money, but we don't know the abilities. We don't know what matter, what we should do to get that money. So I am on my bed thinking, planning to get employed and work so that I can get money for whatever I want to use it for. And at the same time, somebody is also on the field working so tired, working so hard that he or she might get. I'm on my bed thinking, using this same mind thinking. Someone is on the field using this same mind working. You see, the process of getting money is not based on your thinking capacity, but it's based on the thinking, the ability to make your thinking capacity work for you. So I'm here to encourage you that money is at the same stage as your president. Money is at the same stage as your life. Money is at the same stage as whatever you want to do. If you believe that Jesus can give you money and give you money in abundance, just type Jesus, help me. Jesus, help me. Open financial doors for me. You have to understand and know that yes, There is a man who gives money, and that man is called Jesus Christ. I strongly believe, and I understand. I know the capacity that he holds to give you money. Last time I was talking to someone, and I told that person that if you are able to see in the spirit realm, if you are able to interact in the spirit realm, you are far, far, far away from becoming poor. Your ability, or the reason why you are interacting with poverty, is that you can't see in the realms of the spirit, is that you can't perceive in the realms of the spirit. If you can perceive in the realms of the spirit, if you can see in the realms of the spirit, definitely you will have the ability to break that chains of poverty, to break that yoke of poverty. Yes. And it's a fact. Show me a prophet who is broke, and I will tell you that it is Jesus who has bound that prophet from making it in life. I can tell you, and I am sure of it. Just show me a prophet who is broke, and I will tell you that it is Jesus who has bound that prophet from making money. Because money is spiritual thing. Money is governed by spiritual rules. So if a prophet is able to see in the spirit realm, if a prophet is able to see beyond your age, to see beyond your family patterns, why that same prophet can't make it in millions or billions? Yes. That is why I believe in seeing. I will rather pray for God to open my vision. I will rather pray that God will open my dream pattern so I can dream and know what exactly I should do so that I can make money and get out of that poverty bondage. Yes. Once that God opens your eyes to see, once that God open your ears to hear, once that God open you into the realms of dreams, you are good to go. Whatever is holding you bound from making money, you can break that chains. You can know what exactly you should do so that things will change for you. And for that matter, money and make it in billions and millions. Yes. But you know one thing? People would rather seek assistance from other sources. Why they have the right channel? There are two channels. The first thing is going through spiritual matters to know what exactly you should do to make money. That is the first thing. Going through spiritual matters to know what you should do to get money. The second one is working with your hands, working so hard with your hands. There are only two ways to for a man or for any woman to get money. And the first thing is spiritual ways. The second one is working hard with your hands. There's no favoritism in these things. There's no favoritism in these things. There's only two ways. The first thing is spiritual matters, dealing spiritually. That is why some people will go and sleep in coven so that they can get powers to charm people and then get their money. That is why people can go to any extent to charm, to call for angels so that they can assist them to get money. That is the spiritual ways. And the other way is working with your hands. That one, it will cost a lot of energy. It will cost a lot of energy. Let me talk to you. For anybody who speaks and thousands of people listen and obey, that person is not normal. That person is using a spiritual analog. That person has channeled into the spirit realm and has known what exactly he or she will say that will get you involved. You see, I came to encourage you that When you are praying, pray to God and ask Him that you said, your word says in the book of Deuteronomy that it is by your power you give money. It is by your power you give person the ability to make money. It is by your power. It is by your power. So, Lord, help me to make money. So, Lord, open me to the realms of financial freedom. Lord, open me to the realms of financial stability. Yes. I'd rather enter the realms of the spirit and then see how I can get money. Last time, I was talking to one prophet and I told him that, do you know you can enter a bank and then get transferred into your account while you still sleeping on your bed? And this prophet was arguing with me and asking me, how can you do this? And I say, yes, I can enter into the realms of the spirit and then check on the commercial, or let me say the international banks, and then ask my angel or ask the angel of God who is working with me to get me immediate funds. Immediate funds. There are certain times the Bible says whenever Jesus enters, which city, any country, any place that Jesus enters, he asks for the wealthiest man in that place. When Jesus comes to Ghana, he will ask for the wealthiest person in Ghana. When Jesus enters Nigeria, he will ask for the wealthiest person in Nigeria. Why? Because the gospel is full of financial orchestrations. If you don't have finance in abundance, if you don't have wealth that can take care of the people who are following you, if you don't have the finance or the things that can help you build the temple, you will suffer in ministry. You will really suffer in ministry. The people who are following you, they are following you because of what they can get from you. You have spoken to them that Jesus is a helper. Good. God bless you. God bless you. Apostle Paul said we should question him if we think what he said is not in the Bible. God bless you. And one thing that I know is that he said something. He said, I worked with my hands so that my prosperity may not be something like if I force you to give me. I have not forced any of you to give me. I worked with my hands. And for that matter, you gave me freely. You gave me from your heart. That is a free will offering. So there's an error for any minister of the gospel to make it his plans or his ways that he will do ministry in exchange of getting money or getting wealth from the members or the people of God. For that matter, it's wrong. For that matter, it's wrong. You can't do ministry in the purpose or in the sense of getting money or getting wealth from the people that you are preaching the gospel to. No. Jesus did not teach us that. The same way Apostle Paul did not teach us that way. One thing that you're supposed to do is that you pray to God to break the chains of poverty. You pray to God to break the chains of poverty, to break that barriers, that laws governing your family from your ancestral time to this time, that nobody should make it beyond certain level. There is a message in the book of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Jesus said that nobody can go and loot the wealth, the things, the treasures of a strong man unless you tied that strong man And after tying that strong man, then you can go ahead and then take hold of his possessions. So you can't come to my house to just come and then claim that whatever that I have belongs to you. That is impossible. You can't come to my house and then just come and then ask me to give you my car keys so that you take my car and then you drive away. Unless you do something to me, unless you break me, unless you harm me to the extent that I can't have the strength to compete, unless I can't have the strength to fight back. Yes. So you see, there are spiritual laws. Spirits are governing some gates of your financial prosperity. Spirits are fighting your prosperity. Spirits are fighting your freedom. And those things, many are times, or most are times, are the rules made up, set up by our forefathers, by our friends, by some of our family members. You see, they vow to themselves that no matter what it is, they will never allow us to make it in life. And that thing is fighting us. Whenever you push, there will be an attack. Whenever you find yourself in that difficult state, whenever you find yourself in that problematic state, brother, sister, seek Jesus. Seek Jesus. I remember the Bible says Jesus asked Peter to go and fish out. And after fishing, he opened the mouth of that fish and then took out money. Took out money from the mouth of the fish. This really shows that Jesus has the ability and the capacity to make you rich, to give you financial freedom, to give you financial prosperity, to give you the kind of business, that kind of work that you are looking for, that you are praying to set up. There is a man to help you. There is a man, and his name is Jesus. I've come to announce to you that yes, it shall be well with you. It's not over yet. It's not over. Pray. Ask Jesus that, Lord, open me to the realms of finance. Help me. Help me. Help me. And surely goodness and mercies shall follow you. God bless you.